Hello, good people. This is Tron Prime coming at you with another what if. What if Deku had fire constructs? And what I mean by fire constructs, I mean he has constructs like the Green Lantern core. He can make constructs like that, but out of fire. And the constructs he make has no temperature. And let's get started with the what if. This what if starts in the United States. Hasashi and Inko are scientists working at a United States Quirk Health Scientific University in Portland. Inko is doing research on embryos, and Hasashi's doing research on plant genetics. Now, Asashi has an unfortunate situation to be that he cannot have kids, low sperm count. And Inko is in the same boat. She can't have children either. So, they decided to create their own child. They know using the government's property mean to create a living, breathing person would cause the government to take their child. So they did this in secret. For 9 months, they grew the embryo secretly. They combined their DNA together to grow the embryo. Now, in the 9 month time, they started making paperwork to transfer to Japan's scientific field to work in Japan. And they get a job with the Yazorozu Company branch office. It's a subsidiary of the Ozozuzo Company. Sorry, I'm bullshitting that, but that's Momo's family company. They operate in medical and genetic research. So they apply for a job over there. So within the 9 months, Deku's emerged from his pod, and they sign him up as their son, Izuku Midoriya. Now, combine their DNA. They don't know what his quirk will be, but they know he will have one. So at the age of 5, it was 4 months after his 5th birthday, Izuku Midoriya developed his quirk. Inko was home one day and Izuku was playing in the living room. And she went into the kitchen, she came back, and Izuku was playing with a big ball of fire on the floor. She runs over to Izuku, pick him up quickly, and trying to stop out the fire. See, it's dangerous. Fire is dangerous. She realized when she was stopping the fire out that it wasn't hot. Actually, the spot it was sitting didn't even burn. She looked confused. She put Izuku down on a chair far away from the fire, and she slightly started feeling the fire cautiously and realized that the fire wasn't hot. So, being scientists, she started to document thing she noticed from Izuku. When Izuku's father came home, Masashi, he was told what happened with Izuku. And Asashi asked Izuku to make some more fire. So Izuku took a deep breath and blew out greenish, red, yellowish fire. It was like three different colors, like in the picture you see. And the fire landed on the floor, and he touched it and said, "Huh, so you have to breathe fire out to make it?" "Yes, yes." Izuku nodded his head up and down. Hmm. Wow, what a boy. Wow, my little boy could breathe fire like me. Strange it's not hot though. Hmm. So for the next week they watched Izuku, and they noticed that Izuku could mold his fire into like animals. And when his flames actually take a physical shape, it still looks like it's on fire, but the animals somewhat solid. Because a little cat, no, a little bird, Izuku created a fire, flew and landed on Hasashi's shoulder. I said, "Whoa, it's a little bird." And Hasashi trying to pick it up, and he actually was able to. A flaming construct? Ah, I see. Inko, come quick. So Inko came around into the living room and said, "What is this, Sashi?" "Ah, I finally realized what our son's quirk can do." She said, "Oh, what's that?" "Our son can make fire constructs." "Fire constructs?" "Yes, solid objects out of fire." "Wow, that would be a very interesting ability for him to have." "You think he's gonna be a pro hero or a scientist?" Uh, More likely the way he look at his All Might videos, he's gonna be a pro hero. Ah, yes. So now let's have a time skip. Due to the fact that Asashi and Inko make so much money working for the Yazurozu company, they live in a different area. They live in the area where Ida and his family and Momo's family live in. So, being such good scientists and quite a boon to the company, Momo's parents invited the Midoriyas over. They was with like three or four other families that work for the Ruzu company. I'm sorry I'm butchering that last name. I'm so sorry. Anyway, they get invited over to the house, and now Deku's around about 7 now. It's at 3 a.m. He's gonna have a few years with his quirk, and he can do a lot of stuff. Anyway, back to they get invited to the house, and Deku meets Momo and three other random kids from the other people's families. So they're talking. Momo said, "My quirk is creation. I can create anything as long as I know what the makeup is." And Izuku says, "Huh, your quirk is somewhat similar to mine. I create things too, but um, not well. My stuff is made out of fire." "What, fire?" "Yes, but no, don't worry." And Deku creates a fire bird. "Don't worry, it's not hot. My flames can't burn anything. I just create hard constructs out of my fire." And the bird flies around, lands on Momo, and comes up and flies around. He said, "Oh, wow. So every time you create something, you gotta first breathe fire?" Uh, yeah, pretty much so. So, with that being said, Momo starts talking with Deku, and the other kids join in. Oh, and by the way, this is Deku's hero outfit. So, the Momo's father takes quite a liking to Izuku's dad, and they start discussing his son's quirk. Oh, and the gear bells in Momo's father's head start spinning, and they decided to marry off Deku and Momo. So, the party ends. They get in contact with each other, back and forth. Momo and Deku become quite good friends. They start hanging together in school, and Momo is, the smart book girl, and Deku's grades are right behind hers. They sometimes clash for first place in the class and top scores, but they're pretty much good friends and like each other. At the age of 12, they're told that they're engaged. And after a few months of awkward looks and silences, they got back into their run again and started talking like friends. Um, Now at this point, Deku comes to a realization that yeah, I can make all this cool stuff on fire, but I need to have a little bit of hand-to-hand combat training. So Deku enrolls in a kung fu class, martial art class, and the style of martial arts Deku chooses is Muay Thai. Yeah, he rolls in Muay Thai. And Momo hears that he's in karate, says, well, maybe I need to enroll in some karate classes too. But what can I enroll in? I know, ninjutsu. Yes, Momo will know ninjutsu. Because actually, that's a perfect fighting style for her. It involves hand to hand combat and weapons training. And with her ability to create any little object she knows to make a model of, will make her quite efficient ninja. Anyway, so for the next 3 years until the start of anime, Momo takes her classes and Azuku takes his. Now, Azuku's been getting quite in depth with his constructs, manipulation, creating constructs. He's quite good. He can create animals, people. He can also create complex machinery like a rocket launcher or a jet aircraft. You see, when Deku breathes out his fire, if it lands on an object, the fire grows like natural fire, but it doesn't burn the object. And the more fire that Deku produces and has around him that he made himself, he can make bigger and larger objects. Downside is stamina and the fact that he has to actually breathe out the fire. So he's very happy that when he breathes fire, like he breathes fire on a tree, the tree will catch fire like it's burning, but it won't be burning. And he can use all the flames created from the fire that he blew on the tree to make as many constructs as any type of construct he wants. And when he's done with the constructs, the fire just poof away. So Deku can make weapons like staffs, ninja swords, um, yes, stuff like that. He could make a skateboard, a motorcycle, or even a dump truck. Dumps bulldozers, yeah. He can even make a bulldozer as long as he know how the parts and stuff like that are made, are moved together. Yeah, anything's imagination. So with Momo, yeah, this the last year of middle school, Momo says, so they're in class at the end of the day, so Zuko, you plan on going to UA? Zuko says, yeah, of course I am. I'm gonna be a great hero. I don't know if I could be number one, but I will be up there in the heroes rankings. He said, yeah, me too. And Deku looks up, oh, of course you're gonna get in with, and be a great hero. Your creation quirk is amazing. You can create anything to help out any type of situation. She laughs, says, your quirk just like mine. No, it's not. Yeah, I might make solid objects that maintain their statistically long after my quirk ends, but yours are strong. Yeah, I can just make things and they only last for about so long. So, Momo asked Dick, what you plan on doing today at school? I don't know. I'm gonna probably go to the forest and work on my quirk. The forest? Why are you going there? That's just somewhere I go at so that nobody won't see me use my quirk. I can do a lot of stuff. Like what? Well, just for example, Deku looks around, teacher one's paying attention, and Deku creates a skateboard. Yeah. I'm working on flying through the air on this thing right here now. Wow, you create 5 skateboards now? Yeah. Huh. You know, if I attach rockets to it, I could create a rocket skateboard. Oh yeah, you want to fly around in the sky too? Well, you could do it. I could do it, Deku. I mean, Zuku. Okay. So the bell rings and they leave class. Deku takes a path towards the forest area, and he goes on under the underpass, riding his fire skateboard, and Sludge Villain hops out the sewer. Ah, come here, boy! Deku falls down and says, whoa, what are you? And Sludge Villain lunges at Deku, so Deku breathes fire and puts up a brick wall of flames. So at first, the Sludge Villain says, what the? And smashes into the wall and says, it burns, it burns. Wait a minute, it's not hot. What kind of weird quirk is this? Where does this brick wall come from? What the hell's going on, kid? It doesn't matter. Give me your body. I ain't know the freak was in town. I need to get out of here. Now, I need that meat suit. And the slug starts smoothing around the edges of the brick wall. And Azuka says, I don't want no part of what you going on with. So, he breathes fire again and changes the fire into a bottle and he puts the Snurrsman in a bottle. And as the Snurrsman is being encased in the bottle, All Might comes around and course says, I am here. Turns his head sideways and says, good work, young man. And Deku looks up and says, oh my, All Might. I'm your All Might? I mean, don't worry, young man. I understand what you meant. So, you have quite a powerful quirk. Kind of like a devil's, but All Might got closer and closer to the flaming bottle and says, it doesn't burn? Wow. What kind of quirk is this, young man? Oh, it's fire constructs. I can create anything out of fire and make it tangible. But my fire don't burn. Huh. Well, that's actually a good thing that your fire doesn't burn. Yeah, but it does spread. Spread? And as All Might sees a little flame hopping off the bottle and spread it all, and Deku waves his hand and the flame hops back on the bottle. Yeah, It can't burn nothing, but it does spreads a lot. So, what do you think we need to do with this thing? Oh. He grabs two bottles, pours the liquid out, and says, "Can you force them into here?" Oh yeah, it'd be just like a juicer. And the servant said, "Wait, you're gonna juice me? Wait a minute. Let's talk about this." Then Deku changed the bottle into a giant juicer, and he just squeezed the sludge villain into the bottles. And before All Might jumps off, Deku said, "Can I get your autograph?" "Of course, young man." "Oh, wow, thanks." So All Might jumps off, and due to the fact that Deku and All Might spent that little time, when All Might lands on the building, he was about to jump off again, and he went to leap in the air, and he poof went to Small Might. Falls on his face, almost falling off the building. He's hanging off the edge of the building, says, "Oh, this is not a good time." And he somehow climbs himself back over, and he's on the edge of the building, breathing heavily. I almost died there. I need to find successor quick. And then he reaches for the sludge villain, and he realizes, oh no, he's gone. And with him saying that, bloosh, bloosh, you heard explosions. Now, while this going on, Deku Walker looking at his thing and says, "Oh wow, All Might's autograph." And Deku hears explosions. He sees a crowd of people. He rolls over there and says, "Okay, what's going on now?" And he sees the sludge villain again with a hostage this time. Oh no, how did that thing get away? Where's All Might? And then All Might standing right next to him, and he's hearing Deku mumble this to himself. He says, "Kid, I'm so sorry. I don't have any power left to do anything." And Deku sees the boy looking like, "Help me." He sees the hero not doing nothing. He says, "Oh no." Even though they quirks aren't suited for this situation, they need to do something. What can I do though? I just have fire constructs. I mean, constructs. I know. Oh gosh. I hope this works. So Deku starts to run. The hero says, "Stop, kid! Come back!" Deku starts to breathe fire and encased his body in an aura of flames. And then Deku jumps and flies straight into Bakugo and the sludge villain. And he flies. And when he hits Bakugo, the flames encase Bakugo also. And he flies him and Bakugo out of the sludge villain, smashing into the wall. Actually smashing through the wall because he was going at such a high speed. And the sludge villain said, "No, not you again, you damn brat." Deku and Bakugo gets up out of the rubble of the wall and says, "Oh, thanks, but you nearly killed me with that." "Yeah, first time doing that. Sorry about that, boy." Then the sludge villain says, "Give me my hostage!" And the sludge villain come lunging at Deku and Bakugo. Bakugo looks up. Bakugo without hesitation, putting his hands together, and the explosion, the shockwave and concussive force for the explosion blasts the sludge villain into the wall across, into another wall. Boom, splatter him all across the wall, knocking him out. Bakugo standing there, yeah, I got you. You didn't take me by surprise this time. Sneaky villain jumping somebody from behind. Come on. In fact, I'll splatter you again. And Deku was looking at him like, this kid is very volatile. So the heroes come and restrain the villain. All Might didn't need to buff up because they too took care of everything. So Bakugo turns and looks at Azuku and says, my name is Bakugo Kazuchan. What's yours? Midoriya Azuku. Well, Midoriya, nice to meet you, and thanks. And Azuku says, same thing to you, Bakugo. And with a powerful quirk like that, I'm assuming that you're gonna be at UA. He said, yeah, I am. What of it? Oh, nothing of it. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be at UA too. Here's hoping we're in the same class. Bakugo looks as Deku extends his hand. Bakugo says, okay. And he shakes Deku's hand and says, don't get it twisted, kid. I'm gonna be the #1 hero. Oh, okay. I'm just hitting for the top 10 myself. And they walk their separate ways. So All Might, seeing all of that, looks at Deku like, wow, that kid has an amazing quirk. He's heroic. He says everything it needs to be my successor. Well then, I think I've just found him. And with that being said, I'm going to end it at that. So, I would love to hear your comments. Please, comments. Like, subscribe. I want to know, how do you like the idea that Deku can create fire constructs? But they don't get hot. And the fact that Deku is going to marry Momo and all that. And leave a comment saying if Deku should get one for all or should it go to Bakugo. Or go to Momo. I wonder how one for all will boost her quirk. Anyway, this is Tron Prime saying thank you for listening. Like and subscribe, and please comment. Oh, and if anybody want to use any of my ideas that I have on my channel, please be free to. With that being said, peace.